So then, for all of you who thought this series was already dead, joke's on you. So hello and yes, welcome back to another video, guys. Now I'm going to immediately take the glasses off because I'd love to keep them on because it's sunny out here and I love it, but some people had a problem with it in the live stream for some reason, so I'm going to take them off because I'm trying to please you guys as always. Hello and yes, welcome back to another video, guys. That's just a little stab at the people who were digging me out in my live stream. I've got to do it, but hello and yes, welcome back to another video, guys. Now yes, perfect playlist time. The Electric Light Orchestra. Loads of people have been wanting me to do the Electric Light Orchestra, so I'm going to do them for you guys. For those of you who don't know, ELO, this band, the band that has the spaceship on the cover all the time. And I thought I'd come outside because it's just so nice out here at the minute. And I'm wearing the wrong top for it. I'm wearing a long sleeve. I've just got in from work and I really wanted to quickly get this video done. So yeah, I didn't want to change my top. But anyway, before we get down to the video, I got one announcement, only one today. In the description there is going to be a link to my Twitch account, but it's not mine. It's a partnership with my very good friend here, Robert. It's a duo thing. It's not here to promote my channel. It's not here to promote his channel. Me and Robert play PlayStation a lot, and we thought we'd come live to you guys, or you know, anyone that's interested. I know not everyone who visits my channel is going to be interested because you're all music fans. There might be some people who are watching this video still interested in games, you know, Fortnite, Star Wars Battlefront, and a whole bunch of other games because we play quite a few games, but we're either going to be going live together, or maybe it'll just be him, maybe it'll just be me. It's just something that we're both going to share, take part in. We're going to be going live tonight about 7:30, so if you want to join us, there's a link in the description to watch us. Come over and chat with us. It's going to be really fun. It's a really cool new project because I've got this channel where I do my music. Of course, in a link in the description is also a link to my other channel where I talk about movies, and now I've got this Twitch account where I can play my games and stuff live as well. So there's something for everyone there. But anyway, yeah. So make sure you join us if you're interested in games. 7:30 tonight UK time, and probably nearly every other night of the week when we're on PlayStation, we'll probably just switch to live as well. So make sure you just follow us on Twitch, and you'll probably see me or Robert, or me and Robert together a lot on there live. So it's going to be the top link if you want to, of course. You know, it's games, so if I get it that some people are not interested in games, but anyway, there's my little bit of promoting out of the way. Electric Light Orchestra. Now I was going to do 20 songs because I believe that's what I gave the Beatles, and ELO and the Beatles have the same sort of number of songs. Now, oh, it's so beautiful. There's a little robin sitting on the fence looking at me. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. But I couldn't do 20 for ELO. I know that sounds bad because it sounds like I like the ELO more than the Beatles, and it's not true. But I feel like the Beatles have their standout songs, that's for sure. ELO, I just couldn't choose. I've ended up going for 30. I really shouldn't have done this because it's kind of breaking my own rule. I should have bottled it down to 20 and forced myself to get rid of 10 songs, but I just couldn't. I apologise, guys. So anyway, I've got 30 songs here, 30 songs that are on my perfect playlist for ELO. These are not necessarily ELO's best 30 songs. I said this in my Beatles one. I think I forgot to say it in my Eric Clapton one, so I'm going to say it again now. Not necessarily my top 30 ELO songs, but these are songs which I generally feel I couldn't live without. These are 30 ELO songs which I'd have to take to a desert island with me. I just couldn't get rid of them from my life. So anyway, in chronological order of release as well on albums, let's get started. So the first one up, I've picked one song off their debut album. Of course, their first two albums with Roy Wood. It's really a different band, very different sound. But out of those two albums, I have only picked one song. Yes, unfortunately, Roll Over Beethoven did not make it. But 10,538 Overture has. It's the one song that Jeff Lynne likes to revisit nowadays. So yeah, really, really awesome song. Great guitar riffs. And Roy Wood has an awesome cello in it, actually. I've got to give Roy Wood some credit on this one. Also, I'm going to say there's no Jeff Lynne solo in here because I couldn't fit it all in. Maybe I'll do a Jeff Lynne solo one as well. He'd probably only get about 10 songs though because he's only got like 3 albums. 4 albums. Anyway, next track up is Mama Ma Belle from their third studio album. I really like their third studio album. Very proggy, very experimental still. But Mama Ma Belle is just a classic rock song. It's fantastic. It's got a great guitar riff running throughout it. Jeff's vocals are really raw on it, but they just sound awesome. And then from the album Eldorado, I've got 2 songs, surprisingly. I played that album the other night. I found myself really enjoying it. It'll be the next ELO album up I review, so I'm really looking forward to talking about that album. But of course, one of them will come as no surprise to people. Can't get it out of my head. Again, another song from the early ELO days that Jeff likes to go back to, from those first 4 albums, which are very prog and very experimental still. It's a great song, it really is. Got some great lyrics to it. I love the lyrics. It's just such an easy listening song. Jeff, his first kind of real beautiful song, I think. Then I've actually picked the title track, Eldorado, because I love Jeff's vocal range on it. He slips into a bit of Roy Wood and then a bit of, you know, Jeff Lynne, and then you can tell he's taking some Beatles influences as well. I meant Roy Orbison, sorry, not Roy Wood. You really get the Roy Orbison feel on it when he hits the chorus, and it's really good. And then moving on to my favourite 3 ELO albums, of course. I can't think of the name of it now. Well, we got Out the Blue and A New World Record and Face the Music. That's the one. I couldn't think of the title of it then. It's having a brain dead moment. Again, first one up, no surprise, Evil Woman, classic ELO song. I think everyone knows this song as well. It's a song that's going to live on forever. Then we got Night Rider, which is a great rocking song. Absolutely love it. It's got a fantastic riff to it, and it's just always so enjoyable to listen to. Then we got Poker, which is just fun. I love the lyrics to it. The lyrics are pretty weird and wacky, like they're crawling around on all floors, coming through all these doors and something like that. It's about a mental poker game, which is pretty cool, really unique song. I love it. And then Strange Magic, which of course is the other one, which will be no surprise to anyone. Classic. Then there's one more off Face the Music. Yes, this shows how much I like that album. We'll look forward to that review. Down Hometown. Wacky, weird, some of Jeff's weirdest vocals, but I absolutely love it. It goes back and touches on those first 4 ELO albums in terms of having some prog rock influence. But it's awesome, it's really fun, really creative. Yeah, great song. Then we're moving on to A New World Record, which is arguably their best, because it is their most consistently good record. From start to finish, this album is just incredible. It's a near perfect album. It's my 4th favourite album of all time. And it opens up with the best opening song of all time, and potentially ELO's best song, Tightrope. Yeah, I mean it. I really do think this is ELO's best song, maybe, with the exception of maybe one other or another one. Oh, it's incredible. Jeff opened up his concert when I went to see him live at the O2 with this. And it was great because it all went black and all of a sudden you heard the dum, 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 dum. And all of a sudden the violins kick in and all the lights are flashing. And all of a sudden the guitar kicks in and Jeff just steps out into this spotlight. And it's great. It is the perfect concert album opener. It's incredible. It's like the most epic entrance to a movie ever, if they were to have it at the start of the movie, after the Star Wars theme kicking in, obviously, because that's unbeatable. But it's incredible. It really is. Fantastic album opener. And then, of course, the song that follows it on the album, Telephone Line. Telephone Line is, again, a classic ELO song. I don't know what I can say about this that hasn't been said before. Just creative. Again, it touches on that prog rock stuff at the same time as having a classic ELO feel. It's the song where I think people don't realise it's got a bit of prog influence in it. And people just take it as a ELO pop song. It's a song that kind of tricks its audience a bit, but it's really good. Rockeria, fantastic rocking song. The opera singing, of course, they're paying tribute to. Forget the name. I forget the woman's name who they're paying tribute to in that song, but it's fantastic. I love how they do it. It's a great rocker. So Fine, also, I couldn't get rid of. So fun. So fun. It's simple ELO at the end of the day, but it's great. Living Thing. That is the ultimate classic ELO. God damn you, helicopter! Yeah, it's awesome though. Living Thing is the ELO classic. I think that's the one that would go against Tightrope for me, maybe, because it's just classic. It's the ELO song I've grown up on. I've always loved it. And then Do Ya? You know, nearly the closing track. Got Shangri-La closing, but Do Ya is an incredible song. Really fun, really rocking. Although I will say it's the one song I think I do prefer the re-recording of, from Jeff Lynne's 2012 Mr. Blue Sky, the very best of ELO redo songs. I think that's the one time I actually prefer a redo on that album. But the original is still fantastic, and of course that's the one I got on here, because the Out the Blue, or the Mr. Blue Sky one, sorry, the very best of ELO is a solo Jeff project. even though it says ELO on it, and it doesn't say Jeff Lynne. It is actually a solo Jeff project. And then of course moving on to Out the Blue, I got Turned Stone. Incredible song, love it, fun, very classic, ELO sounding. Sweet Talking Woman, again, that is bog standard ELO sound. It's great, it's really fun. I don't know what I can say about it that hasn't already been said. Night in the City, really cool. He goes back and forth with Bev in this one. Their vocals mix really well. I'm surprised they didn't mix their vocals more together. They really could have been the next Lennon and McCartney. But they just didn't push for it. It was all Roy Wood, Jeff Lynne focused at the start, and then Jeff just took lead vocals on nearly every single track, which is fine because Jeff definitely has the better voice. But I think if they'd mixed their vocals together a bit more, I think they would have got, well, Bev at least would have got a lot more respect, we'll say. Then we got Jungle, very short song, but it's just fun, creative. I love all the sounds on it. Great song. Stepping Out. Beautiful song, very overlooked song. I never hear anyone talk about this. It's a very, very good song, very good. And then Mr. Blue Sky. I know it's too obvious almost to go on like the best of ELO, like the top 2 or 3. People always want to be unique, like I suppose like Tightrope. It really is one of their very best though. It's just catchy, it's fun, it's everything about it works. Even the instrumental part at the end, it's fantastic. We're not done there with the Out the Blue album because we've also got Birmingham Blues, which comes right after Mr. Blue Sky. Great rocking track, very personal to Jeff Lynne, that one, really cool. Wild West Hero as well, which is again one of my very favourites. I love the concept of it. I'm a big fan of Western stuff. I love the whole idea of the Western time. I love my Western movies. It's you know, it's a song that hits me really well. And that is it for Out the Blue. Now we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs left from their later. Hang on, how many albums do they have after that? 1, 2, 3, 4 albums. Although one of them is a single or it's from a soundtrack. So as you can tell, ELO definitely fell off the mark a little bit. They definitely suffered in the 80s. They had, well, of course, they had their 1979 album, Discovery. So we'll do that. And I picked 4 songs off that. Shiny Little Love, which is a very fun, catchy opener. It's not ELO's best really, but I really love it. It's catchy and fun. Then we got Confusion, which is a song which I just adore. It's just really unique. It's a little bit forgettable on their hits list, I'm not going to lie, but every time it comes on I just adore it. And then the best song on that album for me is easily The Diary of Horace Wimp. That's another classic ELO song. That song sounds like it's off Out the Blue really. Or a New World Record even, maybe. I mean, it's good. It's a little bit overproduced for a New World Record, probably. But, sounds like it's off Out the Blue. Fantastic song. And then Don't Bring Me Down. Kind of like Mr. Blue Sky, just fun, classic beat. You can't go wrong with it. And then I've got All Over the World from the Xanadu soundtrack, which of course is Olivia Newton-John. But ELO added 4 or 5 songs to that soundtrack, and one of their efforts was All Over the World, which is incredible song. And the last track up, Out of Time, Secret Messages and Balanced Power, is off the Secret Messages album, and that is the title track, Secret Messages. It's just fun. I really get along with that song a lot. It's got a really catchy tune to it. Great acoustic guitar work, and it's just really fun. So anyway, there's my 30 ELO songs which I personally couldn't live without. My perfect playlist for ELO. As I say, there's songs which I've missed out, which I really wanted to include, like Ticket to the Moon and Roll Over Beethoven, and a couple others. So, as I say, it's all my opinion, guys. But anyway, let me know what you thought in the comments below. Let me know what maybe your top 10 ELO songs are. Because 30 is a long list to write out. Maybe give me your top 5 or top 10. That'd be really interesting. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit those links up in the description. Please hit the subscribe button, like the video, leave a message. And I will see you guys next time for another video. Bye-bye.
Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long.